Hi everyone, welcome to today's couch discussion. We are all in a very unique situation and time with the lockdown. And naturally, this also brings unique challenges if you have kids. They hear some of the facts about infections, deaths, and having to keep ourselves safe. They hear some of your fears about the community, the economy, job security, and even the stress of going to the shops. They hear all this and they have their own understanding and interpretation and also their own fears. Their routine is upside down and all of a sudden you are not just a caring parent, you're also a teacher, something they have to get used to. All this being said, I wasn't surprised to hear from a lot of our parents that they are struggling with behavior difficulties. I myself experienced a shift and a pushing of the boundaries with my own kids. And if you don't have a lot of space for them to move around and be outside, this can be even more difficult. If you have the added stress of continuing with your own day job, being in meetings, completing tasks, and helping them with their schoolwork, this can become a real challenge. There are a few things that I want to suggest you try. Every child is unique, but you will find what works for your child, and then you can build on that. The first thing that I want you to do is to have an honest, non-confrontational conversation with your child. This should happen when everyone has time and when you are all relaxed. Sit down and ask them about their fears in this situation. Don't underestimate how much our kids think about everything that they hear. And they might have some very strange fears that we would never guess if we don't ask them. You might be able to put some things in perspective and to explain what they don't understand properly. Ultimately, we want to make them feel safe. The second thing is to discuss your expectations. Do this on an age-appropriate level. Your younger child can still get an explanation about when it will be joint playtime, when you want them to play on their own while you do some work. And for example, things like who you expect to pick up the toys. It won't, of course, go exactly as planned, but if they know what you expect, they will have some better moments. An older child can understand more and will again feel safer if they know exactly what you expect from them. For example, what do you expect with regards to their schoolwork? How much do you want them to do on their own? Be honest, tell them. It's a new learning process for both of you and you might do some things wrong. But tell them that you will try your best and that you expect of them to do the same. All the children might also need a chance to voice their expectations through this time, what they need to know, what they want you to do. When you have these conversations, make eye contact and connect with your child. Even with a younger child, this is important. Go down to their level and make use of short, clear sentences and explanations. Now we get to the meltdowns and the inappropriate behavior that you have to address. You've made sure they feel safe. They know what your expectations are. You've given reasons for your expectations. And now life happens and someone is very upset or angry. We tell children all the time what they shouldn't be doing, but we very seldom give them alternatives of what they can do to feel better. So, to help you survive this cooped up time, I'm going to give you 5 practical alternatives that you can teach them to do to feel better. Number 1, redirect them to do something physical. Adapt this idea to the space that you've got available and start by telling them that you can hear that they are frustrated with the situation or angry or sad and that you want them to do something to lessen the frustration in their body. Now give them the physical activity that you want them to do and join in if possible. They can, for example, run around the house, do 20 wall push-ups, punch a punching bag or into a pillow, skip around, and for a lot of kids, swinging can be very calming. Number 2, hug it out. Some children respond very well to deep pressure, and you can ask them, do you want me to help you hug out the frustration? Sit with them, hold them on your lap, hold them as tightly and for as long as they need. Number 3, set up a cool down area. Make it private, quiet, and preferably a bit darker. All of this will relax the senses and give them time to get into control of their emotions again. There could be books to page through, a favorite teddy to hold, drawing or coloring materials that they might enjoy. Discuss the cool down area with them, show them how it works, and when you see that you are heading for a meltdown, ask them if they need to go to the cool down area for a bit. Number 4, teach them a breathing exercise. They can do this anywhere, even in the cool down area. Let them focus on anything that has 4 sides. Breathing slowly for 4 counts while following the one side with either your eyes or your finger. Hold your breath for another 4 slow counts down the second side. Breathe out for 4 slow counts while following the third side. And then hold again for 4 slow counts following the 4th side. They can continue this breathing exercise for as long as necessary. Number 5, you can teach them to ground themselves. This is another way of saying they should become aware of their body so that they can feel in control of their body and in control of their emotions again. There are different ways of doing this through focusing on your senses, what you can hear, see, smell, feel. A very easy version is to teach them to do 3 things. Put their one hand on the crown of their head and hold. Feel the soles of their feet pulling towards the ground. Just a note, it's wonderful if they are barefoot, but it will work either way as long as their feet are flat on the ground, both feet. And then listen for 5 different things that you can hear in the distance. Good luck, moms and dads. You've got this.